it's Mary. Welcome. Welcome to Mary's ASMR. Today I wanted to do some makeup that is really favorites of mine, sort of the ride and die makeup, and I thought it might be nice to, during these holiday leading up to Christmas days, if we could just relax, grab a beverage of choice. Mine today is right here, and I'm going to have some tea. What's your favorite beverage? You know, just when you're relaxing. I personally like tea, like afternoon tea. It's so warm and it's so sort of comforting, and if it's cold outside, perfect, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is what I've already put on, and I will be looking down a little bit because my mirror is right here. The first thing is let's see, this is Anastasia, which I don't buy a lot of Anastasia, but the few things that I like, I just adore. And all of these things ride and die. So this is Anastasia Eye Primer. And it is, oh my gosh, it's just the best. And what I like to do is put it on early and let it really seep in, so I don't get any cracking or anything like that. I don't like to put a lot of powder around my eyes just because it gets to be too much and it starts to sort of cake. So I like to keep it simple. So when I do use this primer, which looks like this, it's well worn. It's because I love it. And by the way, I'll put everything down in the description, all the links if I can find them on Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate, so anything that you purchase using my links, I get a teeny tiny little commission on, but that's up to you. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, this is the primer. And just to show you what color it is, and when I say you only use a teeny tiny bit, that's probably too much. It's silky, and it gives you just a beautiful base. I hope you can see that. And what I do is I like to take just a little bit that's left over and go into my dark corners. But when I do that, I don't put concealer over that. As you mature, you don't want to put too many layers of anything on. So this kind of does it for me as far as brightening up this area, right? And it also gives me a nice clean slate to put eyeshadow. I'm kind of excited about using eyeshadow today because I haven't in about a week. Because I had an allergy attack and it just made everything very, very uncomfortable. So I'm just smoothing this out just a little bit. So I didn't really want to do too much eye makeup. Second ride or die is Pure Wonder Bath and Body Fragrance. I have many of these and I will link it. Comes in a very pretty bottle, as you can see. It's kind of yummy pretty. And let me see, I was going to say, let me see what flavor this is. Let me see which fragrance this is. And like I said, I have several of these. They're about $17.50 if you buy them separately, but I don't. I get the 3-4. If you know Bath and Body, they have sales all the time, and you get 3 of these products for, I think, $18 or something, maybe less. I don't recall. They last forever. Okay, what is this little deal? This is Iced Rosé. Star, Jasmine, Warm, White, Amber. Those are the notes. So it's Iced Rose, Star Jasmine, White, Warm, Amber. Well, I don't mind telling you it's a yummy thing. And the spray is so fine. I love it. Let me just do a little bit of this. Woo! I'm ready to hit the ground running. So that's my second sort of Holy Grail. So next Holy Grail, and I'm only going to use a little bit of this on the corner of my eyes because, as I said, I don't put I don't put concealer over the Anastasia eye primer. And I let that sit just a little bit. This is all I'm trying to do, is sort of lift up the eye and kind of help with those dark circles. Today I'm using my Holy Grail sponge, makeup sponge. And this is by Wet n Wild, and you can see the emblem on it. This is $3.50. I think I paid for it. And my Holy Grail used to be Real Techniques, and they still do a fabulous, fabulous makeup sponge. But it's more than $3.50. But this is taken over as my favorite one. It is incredibly soft, incredibly pliable as far as, when you want to get into corners and stuff like that. It's just my favorite. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here. And again, I'm just looking in my mirror. And this is kind of all I do. And I think you might be able to see that, how it sort of lifts everything up. So that's what I do there. And I do this before I put my foundation on. Now, under foundation, can you guess? Well, most of my foundations I'll put away for the move that I'm making soon to relocate. So I am using the e.l.f. Soft Glam in Light Cool. I usually wear cool foundations. They seem to look best on me. Tea time. Let's all do that. So good. It's good for your soul. So I'm going to take this. It's creamy and beautiful and gorgeous, and I love what it does to me. Love what it does to me. I love what it does to my skin. So I just do a plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is, kind of a situation. And then blend. Blend, blend, blend. Take your time. This is, in its own way, kind of the most important part of putting makeup on well, is to blend. I use brushes as well. They're all packed, but my favorite thing is a sponge to get that really even application. And a lot of people don't like sponges because they think that they absorb too much product. I'm not that precious. I mean, that's fine, but I don't think it does, for me anyway, because I don't use a ton of product anyway. In the wintertime, I generally don't even use bronzer, by the way, guys. My skin is very, very light, and I think bronzer is kind of pretty for me in the summer months, but just put a little color on it, but I don't think I need it in the wintertime. And then I generally take a smidge. I'm talking that much. Blop, plop. This is the area where I need the most foundation, is right here, where I'm very, very red, depending on the day. What do you think? I think it's pretty nice. I do. Okay. Next, I have a product which is super fun. It's L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. This would put you in mind of Elf's it's not a highlighter, but a foundation that's very kind of brings shine and glow. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head, but you know the one I mean. And this is Natural Glow Enhancer. You can wear this alone. I'm wearing it 902 Light Glow. There it is. And I use it under or over makeup. Just when I want to bring a little bit of excitement to this area and my nose. And right in the center here. I only use a smidge. You like all my little words for things today? Apparently I'm on a roll. How are you all doing? How's that shopping going? We're getting down there. Where are we? Well, today is Friday before Christmas. So that's where we are. All right. My next Holy Grail is by Glossier. And I have used this for years. I'm going to try to find the color. It's called Haze. I have about 5 of these. They're not cheap. I shouldn't say cheap. They're not, they're not on the lower end. But they're wonderful, especially if you're mature. And especially if you have dry skin. They're just beautiful. And I just do this. 1, 2, 3. Keep it up high. That's the cheekbone right there. That's where I would normally want to put just a little bit of bronzer. Not bronzer. Contour. And I'm going to put a little bit the other side, just with my finger. I thought I would do a video on my nails. Don't have them on right now. But I have always loved to have my nails done, the acrylic nails or whatever. And I did that for many years. But I decided after trial and error that it was way too painful. I'm going to add a little bit more. Way too painful to have somebody do them because I've had so many hand surgeries from the time I was about 3 or 4, to reconstruct my hands. And when I was a respiratory therapist, I further damaged my hands from just all the emergency work I had to do. So that looks about right. What do you think? I love it. It's soft and beautiful. I don't have all my colors because, as I said, I packed them, but I do have this color, which is Storm. And so you can see the difference, kind of a pinky mauve and then more of a reddish tone to that. So they last forever. You only use a little, And they are on a little bit of the pricey side, depending on what you think is pricey. For me, because I'm kind of a elf, Wet and Wild, Rimmel kind of a gal. And I'm always trying to be a little quality products, but on the lower end, because I think you can sometimes pay a lot of money for a name. And who's going to see my makeup so I can say, oh, this is Chanel or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with Chanel. Chanel is wonderful. I love the jewelry, I love the clothes, I love Chanel. I love Coco Chanel. Real love of mine. But it's a different thing, right? Okay. Next, we've got that done. Next, I think we're going to do eyebrow. And I'm going to use my tried and true e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencil. And let's see what color this is in. It's very light, I can tell you that, because my eyebrows are light. I'm just not seeing the color on this. Anyway, let me show you what it looks like. You can see how light it is. It's one of their lighter ones, is the color. And I love it. Comes with its own eyebrow brush. I learned this new technique recently where somebody was saying that, you do it all wrong when you do, up. You're supposed to go down like this. And I don't like it. I don't like doing that. I don't know why. Anyway, I like to draw a simple line right here. Okay, and then just come up. Yeah, I feel like it just kind of gives me, a nice cut to the eyebrow look. I guess I kind of like that. And then so that's what that one looks like versus that one. And then I like to take the pencil and just do this. So there's one done and one not done. Okie dokie, let's go to the next one. Line. And then I just kind of fill it in. Like that. I've never had to do too much to my eyebrows. They've always been the exact same shape. I don't know why. Everybody thinks I must have had to pluck them, but I never did. They're very blessed that way. Yeah. So then I come in and give them a little brush up. And if there's any sort of spots that I need to deal with, like right here, I just come in, fill it out. So that's those eyebrows. And again, this is the Holy Grail for me. Very inexpensive. I love the color. Tea time. What are you having to drink? You having a little wine? You go, girl. Oh boy. By the way, this little deal is by Saeem. It's a Korean company, S-A-E-M. I'll link it below. There we go. Now, we are going to probably have a nice spray. I like to do this before I do my eye makeup, because my eye makeup is a powder, so it's, you know, I just feel like I like to do a setting spray before I do my eyes, although, you know, I do different things. Now, this is MAC, and this is Prime, Prep and Prime, Fix It, and this is in the lavender. It's divine. I like to buy this when it's on sale, because I think this one is like $35 or something, but I get it on sale for $6 at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and I will buy a couple of them. It comes in lavender, just plain, and then there's a few other scents. And I just, my dears, love it. The spray is beautiful. I've tried everything from Charlotte Tilbury, very expensive, to this. And this is every bit as good as Charlotte. Every bit as good. With the same fine spray. And I just love it. $6 a bottle. So we're going to give that a little spray. Oh, it's so cooling and relaxing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. And I'm generous. You know, I'm kind of generous with it. And the lavender smells so relaxing. Oh. And then we do a little bit of this. I like to incorporate tons of little relaxing me time things. Almost a mini meditation into some things. Just relax my eyes and smell the lavender and fan myself. It's delightful. I advise that you do it on a regular basis. Okay. So that's how that looks. You know, it just kind of brings everything together. And that's my all-time favorite. Now, moving on to another Holy Grail. Too Faced. Too Faced Natural Matte. This is my favorite packaging on any makeup that I have ever had. And you know, Too Faced is the one that it's supposed to smell like chocolate or smell like this or that. This one is Neutral Matte Eyeshadow Palette. It has 3 shadows. Actually 6. And it is the most, it's a good weight, and I have all 3 of their palettes that sort of match together. And then of course it's got the heart. And this was the very first really famous brand makeup I ever bought in my life. So I started very late. I didn't start with things like this probably till I was in my 50s. I would never spend the money. But I did for this. It was a huge treat. I think it was one Christmas or something. Anyway, I have never been able to part with this little baby. It's got a gorgeous mirror. And these are the colors, which are very good for me. Sort of a beige, pink, sort of a, well, what do we want to call that? They call it lace teddy. Isn't that cute? But it's kind of a beigey, darker beige. And this one right here is perfect for a transition color. And it's just yummy. This one's good too for transition and to darken a corner. This is nice. It's just a beautiful palette. So I'm going to take my brush, and I don't have too many brushes that are unpacked. So I'm going to take a little stroll right in here. Tap it off. There's not too much fallout. And just gonna sort of prime the eye here with powder. Underneath I have a cream, so this will keep the cream nice and set because it's a powder. Hope you can see that. It's pretty. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to go kind of light today. I'm going to take this for a little bit of a transition color. And I'm going to pop it right in here. Remember, my skin is very light. So a color like this, that probably wouldn't even show up on a lot of people, which will show up on me. And if I want to go darker, I certainly can, and I can go into this one. But I like to go light first and then get darker if I want to. That kind of seems to work for me, and I'm just doing a I think you can see a little bit of shadow there, not a lot, but a little bit. It's subtle. And I like that. Then I'm going to come down a little bit like this. Sweep over. Same on the other side. Get a little bit of darkness in there. Just like that. And then I do want a little bit more of a dark. Just going to take a tinge, and then I'm just going to stay right here. Right over here. These shadows are gorgeous. They really, really are. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little bit more of that and put it on the other side. Again, staying just over here, keeping the darker way out here. And take a little bit more of that. And go over that again. And just do this. I like to do that. Just come down. Get the emphasis right over there. Okay. And sometimes I'll take my finger into one of the darker colors. Like that much, just a little. And just do that. You don't want to get your eye color to take off anywhere if you put too much. So you have to get to know your, eyeshadows. Which ones are super pigmented, which ones are not, and then I just kind of bring it around. Blend, blend, blend. And then I'll probably take a little bit of this and do a little eyebrow thing. Normally I would use a brush for this, but it's packed, so I'm just going to use my finger like every good Girl Scout would do. I was a Girl Scout, were you? Or a Cub Scout. And I was a brownie too. I went to Girl Scout camp. That's right. I really didn't love being a Girl Scout. I mean, I liked making the macaroni necklaces and stuff, but, you know, I really didn't want to hike up the hill. You know, okay. That's the truth of it. So, again, Too-Faced. Neutral palette. And I'll link it below there. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but we'll see. Holy Grail next. Color Pop. And this is called Mighty Morphin Super Shock Shadow Ultra Glitter Color Pop. Again, let's see if this will, there it is. Again, this is not, you know, it's a little more pricey. And this is what it looks like. Gorgeous. I'll just put a little on my finger so you can, I don't know if you can see it or not. But it just brings a little shine, and I just put it in the middle. Just put it in the middle. I can get crazy with this stuff. I must tell you, I love it. And I have it in that color. And I have it in this color. Oh, it's so pretty. And this is Color Pop, again, of course. And this is Mint for You. Mint for you, I'm meant for you. Mint for you. Okay. And it looks like this. And this is what it looks like. It's really beautiful. Okay, so we have that. And then we are going to go to another favorite by Laura Geller. I love her color pencils. I only have 3. Excuse me, I only have 2. One is Smoky Amethyst, which is clearly my favorite. And the other one is Dark Brown. These are Kohl pencils, Kohl. The other one that I love that's a ride and dyed is Bobby Brown. And this one is Dark Mauve. So I'd say my favorite are the Amethysts and the Bobby Brown. This is the only Bobby Brown pencil I have, but let's use it today. But Bobby Brown and Laura Geller Kohl pencils are my favorite. And this is the color. It's perfect for me. So generally, I just go like this. Come across. Just to get a little bit of definition. Voila. Make sure I get right into the corner. And sometimes I just do a little bit of this right on my eyelashes. Not a lot, just a little. And it's very easy because the Bobby Brown and the Laura Geller are very, very creamy. If I get a pencil that's very coarse on my mature eyes, I have to tell you, I throw it away. I give it to somebody. I can't deal. I can't deal with it. I don't like anything pulling on my eye. It's just not good. So, oh, look at that. I have one that is I put a little bit more on than the other. So we're gonna go back in. I think this is a perfect eye makeup with just that, you know. Look at me. All right, my loves, and now we're going to finish this little situation off with my favorite essence. And for this, well, I didn't bring my, I don't want my phone to fall or anything that I'm filming on right now, so we'll just do it without the magnification. I mean, again, I was a Girl Scout. And, you know, I had friends that were Blue Jays. That's another kind of organization there. But yeah, give me a macaroni bracelet or a macaroni necklace to make for my mother. I'm all about it. Who doesn't enjoy food jewelry? I mean, be it raw food, but food jewelry nonetheless. Now, sometimes I just leave this just with that just little bit of color. And that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to go to this other eye. How do you like my earrings? These are Christian Dior. I almost never wear them. I didn't even know who Christian Dior was when I received them 35 years ago from my mother-in-law for Christmas. I had no idea who Christian Dior was. I just thought they were very pretty earrings, but very fancy. They're like a teardrop. They are so sparkly. I hope it's coming off in the camera because they are lusciously beautiful. So then when I did know what designer brands were, and I happened to look at the back of these earrings and I saw Christian Dior. So now, you know, in my quest to go through jewelry, to go through clothes, to go through everything and wear things that I love that I just forgot about, I put these on just to hang around the house. Because why not? I want to sparkle when I wash dishes. I do. Okay. I'm not going crazy here, my loves. I'm just, you know. So that's that. And we should put a little lipstick on, don't you think? Okay. Another Ride or Die, kids. One of my favorite, Too Faced. Again. You remember I have this and this. And the packaging. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And this is, let's see if we can see what the name of this is. Oh, it's so pretty. Very neutral. It's called Sunset Crush High Shine Sparkling Lip Gloss. I'm all about it. It is so pretty. I love that. What do you think? Pretty? I like it. It has made me happy. All right. So that's it, my loves. I hope your day is going well. I hope you take time today to take care of you and to enjoy the holiday days leading up to the big day when Santa comes. Or whatever holidays you're, of course, celebrating. Happy, happy. And until I see you again, be well.